Hey everybody, back working on the 115 Mercury outboard. It's been a long summer, we've been pretty busy, so it's been kind of sitting on the bench a couple months, but we're back at it, trying to get her finished. I'm going to apologize, there's going to be a little bit of background noise because of it's raining and the building's got a metal roof, and so if you hear a little bit too much noise, I apologize in advance. But we've been getting things set up here. One of the biggest tricks has been making sure the hoses are right. You have a lot of these different hoses that need to connect, and this engine is, as I remember, is a 97, and we were working on a 2001. So they use the same hose routing. You have to watch from year to year. Some of the earlier engines have a different set of hoses, but we've gotten the hoses here connected, and the four-cylinder has acceleration hoses. There's an accelerator pump that feeds into the bottom two cylinders. The carburetors are just sitting on here right now to keep it closed up. We don't have them bolted down yet. That'll come shortly. So these have little check valves in them. They even have an arrow for making sure you get the correct direction. But you got two of them up here at the top that feed together and come down to a port down here. So these are all tied together. And I think the answer is that they pull, based on the arrows. This one pulls to here, and this one pulls up to here to this T, and then they feed in this way. There's another set that comes off the bottom of the bearing at the bottom, and at the bearing at the top, and they feed with check valves into a port here. And then these two bigger check valves are for the accelerator pump system. So fuel comes across here and feeds both of these. And then it's got a relief that goes back, essentially goes back to the inlet hose for the fuel inlet to the fuel pump. It's like, I would say it's like looks like an overflow, if I would call it that. And we're getting now to the point where we're going to start installing accessories. The interesting thing in this motor is that Mercury's service manual has us taking it apart in one sequence and putting it together in a little bit different sequence. And but I'm going to follow the book, and we're going to put her back together. It looks like next is like the ignition plate, and then there are a couple other modules, and then the stator and the flywheel and so forth. We're going to start buttoning things up so we can install the power head back to the lower unit. Well, our work tonight's a little shorter than we expected. We've got a couple of things we need to repair before we can go together further. And it's a surprise, but it's something you run into when you're using older parts, and the parts have changed. I'm going to go to the old block here for a minute. First of all, we had a broken check valve on the other replacement block. So we unscrewed, it was like this. So we unscrewed it and moved it over to the other block. And we got the rest of the hoses in that I showed a little bit ago. But the next thing we have to do is install this ignition plate with all the coils and wiring. And what we found was, when you go to put that on this engine, which is a 2001 block, you use this hole, and this hole. And on older engines, this hole wasn't used, this longer one was used. And so if I go to my block from 2007, or 1997, You can see that one was used for the ignition there. Unfortunately, you can't see it because I don't have it. Well, there we go. What we have is, back here is an empty boss right there. The boss is present, but it's not drilled. And so when we want to put that ignition plate on and bolt it down, this bottom bolt, like I say, the boss is present, but there aren't any threads. So we've been talking it over, and what we're going to do is drill and tap that for a bolt. However, we're a little cautious. We can't see inside the, if you look inside the water jacket down at the bottom there, that this rib has a wide spot where there's material for that boss. And we would assume that that material is there even on the older block, since they went ahead and put the boss on there. However, there's no way to be sure without tearing the cover off the water jacket. So we're a little bit nervous. But what we think we're going to do is similar to what we did on at the exhaust plate. We have about 3/8 of an inch of boss, and we have about 1/4 of an inch of casting thickness, roughly. And so we're going to try to drill that so that we're only going to drill the boss and a little bit into the side here. We're going to probably try to get 1/2 inch so that we don't accidentally break into the water jacket and end up with a leak. And then, as we did on the exhaust plate, we used, instead of a bolt here, we're going to use a stud. It's an 8mm hole. We'll put the stud in, thread it all the way down to the bottom, and Loctite it. And then mount the plate and then bolt down. The original bolt, if I go up here to the, based on the stack there, there's about 1/2 inch of thread engagement that they're using. We'll probably end up, by the time we're tapped on this one, we'll probably end up a little short of 1/2, but we'll end up with about a bolt diameter, which ought to be enough to hold. Maybe I won't go all the way to 18 Newton meters. Maybe we'll go a little lighter. We'll decide when we see how we get it together. But one way or another, the bolts on this plate, you have one at the top, one over here, and one at the bottom, and that's a lot of length to not have a bolt. So we're going to try to tap that before we go forward any further. Second one was we'd kind of forgotten about. We knew at the time we'd have to do it, but the stator for the alternator here, the connections were melted, and when we pulled them apart, the connectors here were damaged. This one's okay, but that one's pretty messed up. So we need to get some electrical connectors and repair these two. These two are melted together. They're not even separated. The plastic is fused. And I wonder if this is a common thing, because we looked at the original stator that came off of the old block, and it looked like it had heat damage also. Apparently these connectors don't like taking, I think it's rated at 16 amps. They must not like running 16 amps through there for long periods of time. Anyway, we are going to get some connectors to fix these. We're going to go through and fix that, so we got a place to tie that down. And then we'll proceed with putting the engine together the rest of the way. We're getting close, but every time you think it's just about there, something else kind of gets in your way. So Anyhow, signing off. That's all for now. Be back when we're ready to have these fixed.